Are there any veteran running backs, 27 years of age or older, that you are willing to purchase at cost this offseason? Dips in the values for guys like Cook, Kamara feel like something to capitalize on now before they could possibly rise when the season starts again.
This is the right time
Absolutely.
to buy running backs, to buy any actual player, not pick.
Correct.
Now is the time all through the summer up until about August when people actually have to start putting these people in their lineups and they're like, oh, shoot, this rookie's only projected to get 4 points this week.
I need to get some points.
Dang it. Alvin Kamara is supposed to give me 52. So this is definitely the time to do that. This is a cop-out answer, so I feel bad for saying, but it all comes down to what are you going to have to pay for these guys? If I'm having to pay what we talked about in the last question, I'm not paying a mid-first for Dalvin Cook. I'm honestly not paying a first for any running back over the age of 27. No. I just won't.
Right.
Can I pay
a couple of seconds?
Can I pay 2-3 and a Elijah Moore? Sure, I'll do that. But I'm not going to pay 109, 108
for Dalvin Cook.
For Dalvin Cook. So that being said, I'm fine with getting any of these guys for a 1-year rental. Cook, Kamara. I think at this point we've seen Zeke. I think we've seen kind of the end. So
probably, but I mean the reason I'd still buy Zeke is 2 reasons. One, his price is just plummeted.
It would have to be like 212.
I would pay if I need a running back and I'm like if I have 2 running backs in that, I need 1 more running back, right? Like just for the depth to have a guy who has a good ceiling is I'd pay a little bit more for Zeke just because the odds of Tony Pollard being there next year are pretty low. So his carry should still be there. He'll be the guy he'll be like the Mike Davis next year, right? Where he's just getting the carries and he's going to finish. I mean, he finishes like running back 16 somewhere around like this year, splitting with Tony Pollard, who's a running back 1. So with Pollard gone and Zeke's still very viable in the passing game, so maybe his role transfers that way. I think he still holds enough value where he could be an asset. Not as your running back 1, but as like your 3rd running back. Like if you go into a season, hey, I built this team. I have some really good assets. I have 1-8 this year. Like I won the playoffs. I was 1 and done because X running back was hurt. I went to it with running back. And now you're going to year 2 with those 2 running backs. Say it's like J.K. Dobbins and Najee Harris. But those are only 2 running backs. And you get Zeke Elliott for 2.8, which is hard to get any running back as a starter for that kind of price tag. I think Zeke's probably the best bang for your buck on value. I think Kamara might still hold a little bit more value than Zeke, but if you're looking for the cheapest running back at that age price point that can offer the most upside, I think it would be Zeke Elliott. Because one, we mentioned earlier, Jerry Jones still loves him. He's still owed a ton of money, so he's not going anywhere next year because he's still owed a ton of money. With Tony Pollard leaving, I think that's probably your best bang for your buck.